Audio check here. I need to swap the camera around backwards here. Swap. There we go. Okay, we're gonna wait until we get audio. Yeah, you don't have headphones plugged in. Let me see if it's flash red. Okay, so maybe that's channel A, channel B, power. For some reason, yours is flashing red. What did you push? It was all set. Okay, good then. Okay, we're doing an audio check. Then I got a set of headphones. Let's see here. Okay, we'll try this. Headphones in. Go ahead and talk.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Okay, I can't hear me though for some reason. Let's see. It says we're on. Let's see here. I can hear you, but I can't hear me. Let me turn this around. Checking 1, 2. Check. Yeah. My ears are just, I'm deaf. Okay, we got some chat here. Let's see. Gotta get my other glasses. I just put another $100 on terabyte on bandwidth this morning. Okay, the chatters say, can hear Sparky. John may be a bit quiet. Well, I hope you have a brilliant day. Greetings from Scotland. Yeah. Go ahead and talk, John.
Hello, guys. How's everything going in Stunt land?
That's an audio check. Can you hear John okay? If not, I might have to adjust. He pushed some buttons. Might have to set that again. John is quieter than you. Okay, you gotta let me see your.
Gotta turn the volume up.
Yeah, let me do it. Come on. Let me bring the instructions here. Where do you have your mic?
Right there by my chin.
Get the damn thing down. Set. Come on. All right, you guys are gonna have to live with it. I can't figure it out. It'll take me a half an hour to figure that out at home. Oh, wait a minute, I got the instructions right here.
How to turn the volume up.
Set up volume. Okay, let's see it. You are channel B. Press set button on the receiver display so it shows volume B. Okay. On the receiver. This is the transmitter. Let's go over here. Ah, damn it. Yep.
Here, I'll hook it.
No, it's all right.
Belt.
New. Okay, it says set up volume. Set up channel A. Channel B button on the receiver. Well, I don't have a button B. A volume is on, B 30. Okay, now that we should be the same. We're in stereo, that's good. Go ahead and talk, John, so they can.
Hello, guys. Still trying to get an audio check here. New toys. Need to play with new toys.
We don't have much wind here today, so all good now. Okay, great.
Thank you very much for the reply.
Get my stuff out of the car here. Put in my 8th flight of the year. Continually trying to bring a better product. I wish we'd have had this mic set up at the NAS. Danny, if you're watching, you should be up here. I'm gonna fly my Tucker again, and John's gonna fly his Nobler and his Sunoco plane. I was gonna bring my Continental, but I decided I need to fly. I don't need to test. So we'll save the testing for Tuesdays, which ain't gonna be much because I don't come very often. Y'all fueled up?
Perfect.
What do you need?
Perfect.
We have our Turbinator 10,000 here. Check wind speed, which is like 0. Stunt heaven today. .2 miles an hour. Like nothing. Not even a mile an hour. So that's good. Some guy on the chat on one of the things, you know, on the posts, ask how old is Sparky? Old. We're all old.
We're all old. Young ones are 50 something. The middle-aged guys are 65.
Okay, got that done. Let's see here.
Don't hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, very heavy. You need more prop than that, like a 6 instead of a 5.
The last flight I had, it was 6.5 second laps, so I gotta turn it in a little bit.
Yeah. At least.
So I didn't do anything, obviously.
That noise ought to blow you guys out in stereo.
Yeah.
I'll bet you will once it gets
Cleaned out. If I can get that prime right, 12 drops may be too much.
okay. $11 and 1. Today we got to make sure to get the pressure fitting back on, not like the net. Run it wide open so it's running lean. Thing was screaming, but you know what? It wasn't that bad. I mean, for the wind.
With the wind the way it was, I think everybody was flying a little fast, except Joe Gilbert.
hear me way out here? I ain't talking loud either. Go ahead and tell John he's watching the camera right now. Once we get this sorted out, we won't need to do this. We'll know that it
Sparky's
works.
flying the Dr. Pepper plane.
What'd he say?
What plane are you flying today?
My Dr. Pepper plane.
Dr. Pepper. That's his plane of choice this year. Could you hear Sparky when he was out at the center of the circle? Next question.
Put the headset on, maybe you can hear me from there.
Keep talking.
Can you hear me? You can't hear anything.
Can't hear a thing.
Maybe the batteries have gone flat already.
It started getting fuzzy when you're messing with your...
How about now?
I'm getting some feedback. I don't hear you. I just hear static.
How about now? Check.
Yep.
Oh man. This is not good.
There, now I hear you.
You can hear me there, but you can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Can hear me now. So we want to do what here? Oh, the battery's going dead. Good thing
That'll help.
Good thing I stopped and got batteries.
It helps just a little bit.
I'll go back to the old way. This don't work. I'll send these damn things back. Hey guys, we're gonna lose audio for a second because I'm gonna change the batteries out on the receiver. I don't even know if you can hear me now. Of course, you can't get the damn things open. It's all free. Okay, 2 batteries.
Right into the sun.
Of course. Okay, we lost audio there for a second. Hopefully you can hear us now. It works about a third of the way to the center. Okay, let me point this way. It's supposed to be good to 330 feet, but we might have to change channels or something. Okay, how's the audio now? Can you hear us? Let me get John here. Go ahead, John. Nope, can't hear a thing. Can't hear a thing. Antenna A. Oh. Okay, can you hear me now? Nope. Let me change your channel. Channel B. This is not good. Set. I'm not happy with this at all. I'm going to send them back. Come on. Volume A. Volume on. Channel A on. Channel B 1. Channel. Come over here, John. Let me set your thing here. Channel B 4. Channel B 4. Wait a minute. Maybe that's me. I'm channel B. Channel B 4. Let's see here. Channel B. Okay, how's that? I can hear me in here. Let's see. Channel B1. You need to be on channel A. Or I need to channel B. This is so complicated. It's starting to piss me off. Channel A1. Okay, now we need to set this. So you're on channel B, and somehow I got switched to channel B. Here. How did I get switched to channel B? I'm on your channel.
Channel B01. Are you channel B02?
I'm supposed to be channel A. See, nobody's on channel B now. Antenna A. There we go. A48. A is channel 1, but I can't hear it. Channel A3. Oh. This is not good. Check, check, check. I need a 12-year-old kid. Help. Check. Well, there's channel B.
I'm channel B01. Are you on B02 by chance?
No, this is antenna B and this is antenna A. One has to be on A, one has to be on B.
Okay.
So when all else fails, get the directions.
Yeah, that helps a little bit.
Oh, God.
Helps just a touch.
Had them set right.
Glasses on. Pocket. Sit on it again.
Okay. Turn on channel A or B on or off. Set up channel A. Press set button on the receiver. Set button. Unlock. Press set button on display. Okay, I'm on channel A. 01. Apologize, guys, for the nonsense, but things got screwed up this morning. Let's see.
I'm on B.
Set up channel
01.
Let's see. Press set button on a receiver, then display section shows channel A on or off. Set button. I wish I could turn that lock off. Set. Channel A. Channel A is on. Again, channel B on 4. So yours should be 4. Oh, bitch. Okay. Now let's see if it's working. If not, I'll just scrap this and go back to the old way. And I'll just have to live with it because I'm not going to monkey around with this shit.
Yeah, I need a little time to experiment with it.
Well, I had it working. Okay, go ahead and talk.
Hello, is
Yep.
anybody out there?
I can hear you now.
I want to walk out to the center of the circle.
Okay, I'll try to talk to you. I walk out here.
Clip that thing on your belt. It kind of cuts in and out, but I can hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the other. Okay. That's it, come on in. Yeah, this is no good, this is crap. We'll go back to the other system. I don't know how long the battery will last in that though, because I didn't have a full charge on that. It's good to about right there.
Really?
Yep.
That's about 30 feet.
But the other one, the expensive one, I know works. You take it off. It's no good. This was $200 wasted.
Power off.
This will work in your shop.
Red light is off.
This will work in your shop, but it ain't gonna work here.
It's for right around the camera.
All right, hang on. Let's see here. All right, can you guys hear us okay through the phone mic? I have one other option that I can use, so we'll go with that. Throw these stupid things out.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's what I get for trying to do something like that. $200 shot.
Well, you're
Let's send the damn thing back. Didn't work with a damn But I know this road setup works good. Positive. Positive. Problem is, it eats the battery so damn fast. Okay, so this, I do with it. I know I put it in there this morning. This. Oh well.
Chalk it up to a learning experience.
I can't afford learning experiences like that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, I'll probably get a million thumbs down because you knuckleheads don't understand. I need a pair of pliers. You gotta.
Well, this isn't an easy thing. I don't have regular pliers. All I got.
I put some in the box. I forgot. I got the good Knipex in here.
Oh, Knipex, Harbor Freight.
No, Knipex.
I don't put nothing but that cheap stuff in my box.
Oh no!
I'm not worried about it.
There it is. We'll get it sorted out here in a second. Because I know road works. Okay. Okay, guys, you should be able to hear us now. And we'll just clip this back on here like I had it. And I got this. I know this works. This is a high dollar one. I didn't want to spend another $500, but that's what it looks like it's going to take to make it work. All right, we're on channel 2 there. I know the audio should be better on this. Come on. Damn wires. All right, guys, give us an audio check. Can you hear me now? They said he could hear us the whole time, except for I couldn't hear him on the, could you hear John in the center of the circle? I couldn't hear him on the headset. And without any feedback from the audience, there's no way for me to judge what's going on. Okay. You ready? You filled?
Mhm.
Fill her up. We've been dicking around a half an hour now. Stupid audio test. Could not hear John more than 20 feet away. Right. Yeah, that setup's junk. Now I'm going to walk out to the center of the circle while John fuels up, and you let me know if you can hear me. See, that's channel 2. RXTX is on. Okay, this better work because this is a high dollar setup. So we're testing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way to, well, I do have that earphone jack over there too. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'm in the center. When I walk back, please post if you can hear me. I'm just going to have to buy another road setup and build a double cradle. It's just so expensive. That cheap set will work down in John's basement, but ain't going to work out here. Sounds great. Okay, 100%. Yeah, it better for that's the road set. It better for the price it costs. Okay. I'll send that one back in spring for another $500 road mic setup, so we got 2 of them. Then I got to run it through a mixing board. Good old Bob Gitzke's got his pipe. You got a haircut.
Yeah,
I didn't get a haircut.
Got my ears set up.
I need a haircut.
Let's see if this will do it this time. Okay, let's get a lap speed on this.
IQ! That's a good flying airplane. I don't know what the complaint is. I guess I'm gonna have to fly it. The controls are too soft?
Yeah, there's not enough controlling. Need to speed it up, widen the handle space. It hardly has anything. Makes you want to crash into the ground unless you're holding it full up, like hanging it on one wire.
So the handle's not adjusted right, is what you're saying.
Which I knew it needed some trim.
You need to put a cable handle on it. I'm going out. Okay, John says that handle spacing is wrong, and he's got the neutral adjustment wrong. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. Super chats help. That's what helps make this channel go. That airplane is straight out there. So that should be a good flying airplane. Looks like it has good line tension. Damn mosquitoes on me. At least we don't have to deal with the cicadas. Underneath the tent here so I can see the chat. So if you got something to say it now. Sound is great, yeah. We're 44 minutes in and not much action. You know, the YouTube metrics is odd. Super chat interaction, comments. So if you leave a comment in the comment section when the video's over, that all helps the metrics of the channel. And YouTube, damn mosquito. And YouTube's business model is if my channel's not valuable for them, they'll take it down. Gotta make them money. Of course, it makes us a little money too, but I hope the mosquitoes aren't going to eat me up today. Should have brought my fan out. We got the RC 3D guys over there. Let me get some power on this thing. Damn bugs. Oh, gotta shut the door off. The car battery will go dead and then I'll be stuck out here. Which has happened to me before. There we go. John's got the all-day sucker going. Man, oh man, oh man. No, Nobler's not on a pipe. It's a OS-32F helicopter engine, just like I ran in my Sorcerer. We're running it like a pipe with a low-pitch propeller. That's what I got in my Nobler. That's what I got in my Tucker. That's a good engine. Someday it'll quit and I'll get to fly. There we go. Carrier landing.
Date 40.
Yep. It's within 6 inches. Yep. The mesquitos are out. Yeah. 45-minute flight. Just burp it.
Got plenty of slime on it, I'm sure. Got it.
Okay guys, the purpose of burping is to clear the cylinder head, the glow plug, whatever. You put some fuel in it, flip it over, Super Tigers like to be slobbery, so it's going to take some more.
Yeah, don't sound it yet.
That should be warm enough. You do that without fuel in the tank so that there's not a problem when you're up on the line. That ain't it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a quart of spray shine on my Continental.
That'll work.
The pattern consists of a set of maneuvers that used to include starting. They took the starting points away from us. Then they've reduced the appearance points. They want to take that away. I mean, why not add something instead of taking stuff away? The advent of electrics, push the button, you can't help but get it started. No challenge to that. Come on. It's the only thing I don't like about the system I use. It's hard to get that. I've made the outlets so small that it's hard to get the hose out. So this is a Brian Gardner Super Tiger 60. It's got I think it's a 7.5 ounce Casminato $7 million carbon fiber tank in it. You fill it all the way to the top, and then I drain out 1 ounce, so it's 6.5 ounces. And if I go up in nitro, which will happen as the heat goes up, you drain less out. If you're going to go up anything more than 15%, you better have an 8 ounce tank for Super Tiger 60. What I did at the Nats is I have this motor runs on muffler pressure. I like pressure. Randy doesn't, but I like pressure. What happened was I left the pressure feed off and it kind of ran lean the whole flight. It didn't break. It sounded like a piped engine. That's why Danny thought it was a PA-75. Well, in calm weather, that would have been a disaster. But only having 7 flights for the year and 10 to 15 mile an hour wind, gusting to 200, it wasn't too much of a detriment. So we go back and watch the Nats afternoon starting at minute 58. That's my flight. I watched it several times. I made some glaring errors, and so the score I got was probably right in line. Only time I really get upset is when 3 maneuvers: takeoff, inverted flight, and landing. Well, I botched my landing. My inverted flight was okay. Takeoff was okay. I got a good score on that. But when they downgrade you, this aggravates me. When they downgrade you for inverted flight, where you're not getting close to 40 points, and you know damn well it's 40 points, because how perfect is, flat? How many mistakes can you make from flat? Even if it's up a foot, that shouldn't be like just 2 points. Okay, we got this back on this time. I shouldn't have to adjust the needle valve in the same conditions. Ready. It's blowing that way a little bit. Let me, you can get the camera.
Got it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the canopy off the Continental, replace the canopy, gold leaf it, and lay on the spray shine. It's only at 60 ounces now.
It's what's winning, spray shine.
It's only at 60 ounces. That means it's 56 ounces at the Nats.
Yeah. Well, if they use that same scale, but probably the same scale they use. I think that's traveling scale.
Okay, you guys should be able to hear me okay, I hope. After I get down from this flight, let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. Now don't lift your hand up, John. Perfect. I heard the first break on that, so that's good. I don't have my sunglasses on. 5. This is the 6th lap. We'll go around one more time so the judges, even though there isn't any, can't complain. That's 1. The next maneuver is the inside loop around the sun, right into the sun. And then 6 laps inverted flight. Wish I had my glasses on. Here comes a little breeze, that's good. 3, or maybe it's 2. That's 3, 4. That's 5. Next time around, do 3 outside. We're going to do them outside the sun. We'll keep it a little high here. I can't see. That's one lap. Now 2 inside squares. Boy, that sun's terrible. 2 outside squares. And we'll do them over to the right. That's 1 lap. Now we'll do 2 triangles inside, obviously. Now 2 horizontal 8s. Boy, looking into the sun is ridiculous. Oh, that's too high. It's okay. First flight of the day. It's my 8th flight of the year. 2 inside square 8s. Getting the bottoms down now. Nope, too high there. That sun's a killer. That's 1 lap now around again. We'll do 2 vertical 8s. A little high on the pullout, so wind shifted direction. We'll do an hourglass now. Too high, because I'm just worried about the sun. Okay, 2 overhead 8s now. And the last maneuver is the 4-leaf clover. And the wind is shifted again. I'm keeping everything high because the sun just blinds you as you go into it. So let's see how tight we can turn this. Pretty tight. She'll do whatever I want it to do. That's my 8th flight of the year. Put some sunglasses on and try to get serious. The reason I didn't have sunglasses on is I was trying to read the chat. Probably could cut back a little bit on fuel. 1.25 ounces. Getting ready to quit now. So we'll keep it up high so we can pick a spot. Let's go. There we go. And down, down, down. Bleed off some speed. Yeah. Yeah, it was a 8:37. I overshot my mark. Let me know when I get back here if you could hear the commentary from inside the circle. If you can, I'm going to buy another road pack, so John's got one. Them other ones, What a waste of money. You ready? Did you change the handle?
I gotta adjust my handle.
Okay. We'll get back.
Get the tops of the maneuvers right straight into the sun, you know. So they got the canopies right here, you know.
Wow.
Go up behind the canopy.
Yeah, I know. I was keeping them high because I didn't have my sunglasses on and could not see anything. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if they could hear me out there. Okay. I need some tape or something for this battery. Okay, so we're back here under the tent. And you guys say that you can... Okay, you can hear the commentary. Perfect. Great. So John's out there sitting on the ground. It's going to be a minute. We're going to do a Saturday at John's after this. I don't know how long we're going to stay out here, but... You got a Kaz handle? We got the BS flyers over there doing maneuvers that airplanes won't really do. They're not supposed to be overflying this circle. But they do, and we can't get them to stop. We should have a new system before Detroit. I'll have it next week. I'll order it. I'll order it when I get back. And we should have another mic set up for John next trip out. Good, set it down on the ground. John's got about... You know what? I'm gonna see where this thing balances. Maybe it's balanced wrong. You're up. It's close.
2 holes in the handle.
Huh?
Went out 2 holes in the handle.
Yeah, we'll check this work. I hate these stupid bar handles and solids because you can't adjust. Shit, you're out all the way. But hell, my CAS handle won't go any farther than that. Always add some more tail weight.
Yeah. Let's see what this does. Just 4 ounces of fuel in it.
I think the 32 running like that takes about 3.5 ounces, but I'll try 4. What'd you have in it before?
About 4 3/4.
We got 15 and 11. I tried to put, and you
4
just,
1/4.
you cannot read this out here. It's unbelievable.
Can't read it. I couldn't see you in the center of the circle at all.
Craig got my dope. Very happy, good. Tried to put an order in. This BS about waiting for delivery to arrive and other orders in front of me. Very disappointing. I don't know where you ordered it from. Of course, you guys are in Australia. They might only want to ship 1 box to Australia, not... I don't know. Well, they can hear the commentary with the road system.
Can.
Yep, I'm going to buy another one. That'll be $1,000 tied up in microphone.
Why you want 2 of them?
So you got one.
So it's just for 1.
Yeah, you get 1 for $500. The other ones were $200. They'll be fine for downstairs, but they ain't gonna work out in the field here.
Might as well get rid of them though. If you got 2 road systems, might as well just use them.
Right.
You know, it might need more tail weight. I don't know. It might need that tweak I was telling you about to get some.
It's flying flat.
Yeah, but I think it's got. I didn't even try any outside maneuvers, but it's like it's got more down than it's got up.
Do some outside.
You know, so I might have to tweak the flaps down a little bit and the elevators up a little bit to get. Like I said, I think it's not turning.
Nope, we got another.
Right.
Oh, they found a Randolph distributor in Australia. That's good. Go to the airport. Any place that has Stearmans or Pitts or any of them small aircraft. Don't go to TWA. They don't use dope. But
they use spray shine.
Yeah, they use spray shine, epoxy.
Say 3 3/4, eh?
Yep. It's just a 32. It's not even a 40. Got a lot of good feedback on the Nats live stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of work. Really want to thank Dan Winship, John Jordan, Heck, even Alan Goff took the camera for a minute. Is that the right one? Did you plug? I did.
Yes, sir.
Blowing right into the sun.
Typical.
Yeah, I didn't have sunglasses my last flight.
I bet you have them the next one.
Yep. Some of my flight was pretty good. The other parts were...
Some of it, you bounced your bottoms on something, the triangle or the hourglass. Let's see if I can get a backflip on this one this time again. Lap time seemed pretty good that last time.
5.2.
Well, I don't need the finger guard. Let's see.
Okay, let's see where John's at his lap time. I'll take the camera back out there in a second here. Five, 3. No excuses. See these guys? They don't like motor offset. And I could tell that's light on the line. If I can give you one thing, motor offset is your friend. Especially in high wind. Yeah, it's got too much down. So we're gonna have to tweak them flaps and elevators. Unless it's just John. Yeah, very soft on the insides. Be a studier of airplanes, how they fly, and that'll help you build into the features that you want. So we see it's got a good snap on the outside, but not on the inside. So that tells you that the bell crank and elevators are out of sync somehow. You didn't have them zeroed. Way too soft. got good directional stability though. It's right straight out there. Now John, what he's doing is adding tail weight. That's not what you want to do. You want to take some weight off the nose. So he's got a Randy Smith 1 3/4 spinner on there. Maybe it's a Brodak aluminum spinner. So he needs to find a carbon fiber spinner, make a carbon fiber spinner, or something that's about half the weight and take the tail weight off of it. I know some of the top guys say, well, we're adding weight, and I see them adding globules of gum and clay and all kind of crap on their airplanes. That's not what you want to do. Concentrated weight is no good. That airplane's got some control problems. I don't think the controls are that smooth either. So, a couple of things I can give you free of charge is super smooth controls, 3 degrees motor offset, and as light as you can build it, as long as it's straight and rigid. I hear guys say, well, there's too light. I haven't seen one yet. And they say, well, look at the top 10 or top 20 of the Nationals. Yeah, right. They can't build light airplanes. So, of course, they leave Billy out. Billy's Thunderbolt's only 53 ounces. And he's a world champ, and he's won multinational championships. You know, all this is about how much time, like Dan said, there's, you know, time is like the pie. How much time do you want to split into this? We're out here at the field, it's hot. It's not windy at least, the mosquitoes are getting me. But in all actuality, I'd rather be in the air conditioning building. At the local level, I have enough talent not to fly and still be able to be competitive. At the national level, you got to be willing to put in the time. And that last flight was my 9th flight of the year. Or was it the 8th? 8th flight of the year. And I'm just not real excited about this. I used to be as a younger guy. I was flying all day long, every day. When I'm in St. Louis, the field is 25 miles away. There's a carrier landing. 25 miles away, so it's quite the jaunt. At least here, I can be at the field in 10 minutes. At my second home.
That was better.
I watched it real close. I think you're right. I think the elevators need tweaking. You got more down than up.
It definitely turns harder outside than it does inside.
And as I was explaining to these guys, on the video, you're adding weight to the tail. It's not the correct thing to do. It's try to take the weight off the nose.
Well, that's what I intended. I just didn't have the time. I got a prop F extension on it. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to try to get a carbon fiber spinner for it and get that weight off of it.
Can't get no lighter prop than that.
No lighter muffler.
Well, you could thin it out a little.
Yeah, maybe.
Lighter
I
tank.
those things pretty thin. Lighter tank, yeah, maybe. I don't know how I can do that, but
Fiberglass or carbon.
yeah. But yeah, it turns tighter outside than it does inside. So, I mean, you could definitely feel it.
Oh, I can see it.
And I moved that handle out. I actually got enough control to get it up and come around safely, you know. But I think if I tweak that elevator up just a little bit, that'll help.
Wipe it off, put it on its nose, let's do it. Here's what we're talking about. We'll show you. You can go up again if you want.
No, that's all right. I'll wait. I need rest.
I do too.
That's what this is all about. Tweaking and figuring things out.
These controls don't work real smooth, do they?
Oh yeah, they do. They work real smooth. Cool.
Yeah, okay. Hold them straight. Well, hell, you can see they're down.
Well, it's about like this when I'm holding neutral at the handle.
Right. Right here. We don't have any sticks, so I gotta...
We need some sticks.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Should tweak pretty easy. There you got a good 1/8 inch out, and we'll try that. I don't want to go any further.
Now what'll happen is the tail will fly down.
The possibilities there. That's why I might need to tweak the flaps. You see what I mean? Because right now the flaps are neutral. It shows up back there.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you tweak the flaps or the elevator, they're still in the same relation. If you had held the elevators and tweaked the flaps, they'd still be in the same relationship. What you're thinking is that the bell crank is off center.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
The push rod needs to be lengthened. No, yeah, lengthened. No, shortened.
Shortened. Wait a minute. No, lengthened is right, because lengthen adds up and shortening adds down. And I don't think I can do that. So I'm going to have to try to do it with a flap tweak and then get the elevators back in line where they need to be. Because the push rod is too short. It's not long enough to get out there where it needs to be. If the bell crank's not exactly centered, is what I'm saying, exactly straight in line with the fuselage and the control system, if it's tweaked like that a little bit, you'll get more up than you will down, just because of the way it rotates and this and that. So to get that centered, you need to tweak flaps. Since I can't lengthen that horn or that rod,
I just throw it out.
I need to bring that bell crank around some way, and that's a flap tweak. So make it right even at that. I mean, it's such a beautiful airplane. I hate to cut a hole in it and try to do anything with it and then not be able to do it.
Well, the operation would have to come from the top. You'd have to cut the top off of it.
Yeah, I know. That's
Of course, then again, it could be incidents in the wing.
no.
Okay.
I don't think it's incidents in the wing. It might be incidents in the motor, maybe. It might need a down thrust in the motor, which is what we discussed before.
You know what's really weird? Do you remember at Brodak the year that I was flying the high roller? And I couldn't get it to groove, and it kept drooping the elevator, and it got worse and worse and worse. And then Mike, can't
remember his name now, but I was sitting right there.
Bend him up, and bent it up, and it fixed it.
And it fixed it. So I'm thinking it may be the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think I had a turn problem. I just had a groove problem.
It just doesn't have any authority in the up. In the down, I got tons of, heck, I give it down, it'll loop in its own length. I give it up and it's just a big lazy loop. It's sort of scary. But I don't mind having a little bit more down than that.
I saw you one-lining it on up.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I got a half an ounce of tail weight on it right now.
That needs to go.
Yeah, I'd like to get rid of that if I can. I'm gonna make it turn. Now my other Nobler that I had, well, I had a couple of them, but the last one that I had, I sold it was a Brodak kit Nobler, 1953 George Aldrich Nobler. I built it all out of kit wood. Came out 40 ounces, about the same as this airplane right here. 40 ounces. I had a Fox 35 in it. It just purred right off the board. It flew great. One of the best. I regret ever getting rid of it. It was that nice. But I sort of was concentrating on PA, big airplanes, and I wasn't at a loss because I flew the airplane for about 8 years or something like that.
I watched that airplane there, and that flies every bit, if not better, than any big airplane. It's right dead. I wish you had more motor offset.
Wings little.
Oh yeah. I wish you had motor offset.
It doesn't feel like it needs any more tip weight or anything like that. Line rate seems good as far as looking at the wheels. If this elevator tweak doesn't give me what I'm looking for, I might go that route, but I'm not going to do it until we're in the shop, because I want some sticks on that stuff on each side of it, so I'm not ripping out the flaps or something. I did glue that in there real good with epoxy and stuff, but I can't remember how long I kept those horns off.
Are those horns drill rod or piano wire?
They're drill rod.
They'll bend easy, man.
Should tweak okay. I'm not used to no line tension. I'm used to those big airplanes.
3 degrees, motor offset, and you'll have it.
Well, it's sort of hard to put it in that airplane since it's already built.
Now, yeah, but when you build them, I heard you talk to Dan about my 3 degrees motor offset, and I like line tension. Line tension is your friend, especially in the wind.
I understand that. I didn't say anything wrong about it. I said that's your personal preference.
You watch David Fitzgerald. He's on the ground in the overheads.
You fly my Katana, and you'll wish you didn't have line tension.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll yank you out of the circle on a calm day.
That's because it's 70 ounces.
Well, if you're not planning, that's flying 5.4. Which is standard 5.3, 5.4, not excessively fast. And I've got it trimmed lightly, but it pulls. I've never had a situation where I guess I have where it free flew, but it just flew out and sort of gained control of it. But I got floppy controls, which is essential. I mean, like I say, Dennis had a mess and said I need to put a couple washers under the motor, and that'll cure it. Maybe it will. We'll try that. but one thing at a time.
Under the front or under the back?
Under the front, give it some down thrust.
Yeah.
We'll try this elevator tweak. If that doesn't work, I might, you can always take the washers out.
Right.
I might just take the cowl off of it, put it on the stand here, and put a couple washers underneath the front, one under each one of them. Just one washer, that should be enough. I can't see where I got instance wrong on the engine, considering that I built the airplane upside down on a piece of glass and everything's shimmed up. I can't see where anything's out of line.
Yeah, but what you don't understand is that glue pulls and it gets away from you real quick.
That airplane was glued in with slow setting epoxy and in spots around top and bottom. And then I put it on the table and shimmed it up level and weighted it down the fuselage so it made sure it didn't move.
I need to check the batteries on this thing, see how we're doing on those. Well, we still got good battery. That's good. And we got good volume.
This airplane sort of gave me fits when I was building it in the manner of form that kept breaking. The wood was really light wood. And just handling it in the shop before you got covering on, if you just touched it, you broke a cap strip or you broke a rib or whatever,
When you got light wood, that's what you get.
And that's what you get. Yeah, you got to get it covered as quickly as you can. You cover the wings separate, which is what I did eventually, but the airplane pulls like a 35 size airplane, don't get me wrong. I'm just used to 60-inch big airplane, I've only flown that airplane. That's probably only got 10 flights on, maybe at the most.
That's more than my Tucker.
Now I'm going to have to take probably a handle adjustment because I'm going to have, maybe I won't. Give it down what my handle's set up at. Bill said something to me about the elevator looking like it was a little off Tuesday when I was out here. I put one flight in it, but it was like 6.5 seconds, 6.5 second lap.
Mike McHenry speed.
Yeah, so I didn't do anything with it. I'm not comfortable with that. And I just flew it level, and Bill's like, you need a handle adjustment. And I'm like, no, I need flat and elevator adjustment, Bill. I probably need that after that elevator adjustment to get it fine-tuned again.
So we got all this month to practice before.
Yeah, I plan on flying classic. I plan on flying profile, and I plan, well, if they haven't.
How are you going to get all them airplanes in your car?
I had them in there once before. I'll have to take the prop off of something and make another layer.
Stick it in your pocket.
Layer them in there. I could cut the legs off that thing a little bit lower and drop everything down another inch or two. Take them posts I got on that one end out and put an L piece in there.
I almost brought out that Nobler that I built that Jerry had.
That airplane flies good.
Yeah, I know.
I like getting that spinner backflip. That was pretty neat. 2 times in a row now, so. Bill was wondering what engine I had in that thing.
It's a secret.
I says, it's a helicopter engine. He says, you can't run helicopter engines in control line airplanes. I says, you want to bet? Right here it is.
Yeah, I used that back late 80s, early 90s.
I said, it just don't have the big helicopter head on it. It's got just a regular head.
That's right.
Which you could take that head and turn it down if you have a lathe or something.
What, the helicopter head?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
I wish I had the ABC one. That's a ringed version. They made them both ways, ringed and ABC.
I got ABC.
And I was surprised it backflipped because it's ringed. Normally, you need to flip them through to get enough compression to do that. So I must have a good ring seal.
The difference between that and a helicopter engine is the drive washer and the head.
Yeah.
See, how this came about, running that engine, is 89, I got Ron O'Toole interested in control line again. He was a 62 Youth Air State champion, and his Aeolus was hanging on Shaver's Hobby on Virginia before they moved to Gravois. And Art Schaefer was there, and I got some deals. I used to have a Sig wood box, and I would get he would call me and say, I got orders of wood in, you want to come down? And I get the first pick on the wood.
That's nice.
And so I bought one of them motors. I think it was $83 or something. It was really cheap, really. Expensive for the time, but $83. And Bob McDonald, well, let me go back a little farther. My first Viper had a FP40 with an angled exhaust and a Bob McDonald gas pipe header and a less nearing pipe. And I didn't quite really like that setup because that header was heavy. And I didn't know anybody that would weld aluminum, or solder aluminum, make header. So I was looking for an alternative, and that's how the 32 came about. And I got a little side to rear exhaust muffler in my shop. It's either here or in St. Louis, but I got a little side to rear header. And I canted that motor at a 45 so that the header ran straight down the middle of the thing. A less nearing made me a pipe for a 32. That airplane, that was a smoking airplane.
That's a powerful little engine.
Yeah.
It's got twice as much power as a Fox 35. It's 40 powered.
I'll tell you what, did I ever tell you the story about, I didn't have a Venturi for it. And I had it in my Sorcerer. I didn't have a Venturi, and I like to run pressure, so I'm on pressure with no Venturi. I had a 10-6 propeller, because that's what I thought that it would take. And started it up and had it 4-cycling on the ground and this is at Booter Park, took off. And that thing got up in the air, and it started 4-cycling pretty good, and then it unloaded, and it was a speed plane.
Come on the pipe.
Yeah, it came up on the pipe just like an A speed or a B speed or whatever the 29s are. That thing was screaming, and it went through 4 ounces of fuel. Yo, 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 yo. I screw myself in the ground. I go, God, is this thing ever going to quit? I was trying to fly it up high to get the line tension off. It was really smoking. And so I end up getting a Venturi from Jim Lee. Jim Lee made me a Venturi. And I still had a 10-6 propeller on it. And it's still unloaded. And so I said, we need some more diameter to slow this RPM down. So I went to 11.6, and that was way too much. I mean, it's still smoking along. Then I switched to 11.45 APC propeller.
Let that RPM rip.
Yep, let her rip. So the reason why I went to the 12, or that's a 12, right?
I think it's 11.5.
11.5 is because those rev-up propellers aren't true pitch. They're one pitch less, so it's really 11.4. And it's light, so that's why I switched to that particular wood propeller.
Well, all of them are. I keep saying this. Everybody's got a misconception when they put it on a Prather pitch gauge that they're getting the right pitch. They're not. The pitch runs in the center of the propeller blade. It doesn't run on the bottom of it. So you're always less than what the manufacturer says when you put it on a pitch gauge, because you're not actually measuring the center. That's where the factory is. You know what I think there was a version
Yeah, I put those doggone things on the sides of the fuselage. And they might be off a little bit, you know. I'm using them to sort of line
What?
them little pieces on the side of the fuselage where your flaps line up.
Oh, yeah.
Those might not necessarily be exactly in the right spot. I may have gotten those off when I built it, so by using those, it's not necessarily prudent.
Yep, I've had that happen. Saturday at John's at the field. Wipe my airplane off and getting it ready to go. Walk the lines out. I'm using these Russian lines. I think the Russians have learned their lesson. These are better than the first generation. Uh-oh. We got some swirlicues here. You gotta be careful with these. These are really, really fragile. I don't like kinks in my lines. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, but I'll try to keep everything perfect as possible. I think we'll wipe them down too. They haven't been wiped down since the gnats. John's watching the camera right now. Can you guys hear me okay? He can tell me.
I can't read it, Sparky, so.
Yeah. We're gonna get sunglasses this time. But I am gonna wipe the lines. I was so close to bringing the Continental out, but it's got a couple issues that I want to straighten out. The canopy's fogged inside, so I think I'm going to cut it off, put a new canopy on it, and gold leaf the letters and then shoot a quart of spray shine on it. It's not right what's going on at appearance. Where they're only awarding high points for spray shine. I painted a lot of motorcycles and won a lot of motorcycle paint contests just like Wendy, and I'll guarantee you, if I can lay the paint on it, I can make her on the front row. But then is it going to be a turd? Is it going to be unflyable? But my airplane, the Continental's at 60 ounces right now. It's lighter than this one. Of course, this one here at the Nats said weighed 58. And yeah, it's nice to have the lightest airplane on the field, but I also would like to be on the front row. I won't be doing that with my Thunderbolt though. The Thunderbolt is a big mama, and I've got to make that under 60 ounces if it kills me. Okay, we got the lines wiped down. John's checking it with the phone. Can you hear me on there?
Go ahead, talk again.
Can you hear me on the phone? Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're good on the phone. Sounds good. I was just trying to, I can see my phone. I can't see your phone, and I was trying to adjust the camera.
Well, that's way up in here.
Well, listen, and according to right here, it's shooting the bottom of your feet out there. On the picture.
Okay, that should be the bottom of my feet right there. It'll catch up.
If I can still see your whole airplane in it.
Okay, well, we'll try it there.
So you can just barely see your airplane right here. You can watch it move in here. It's about 2 seconds. It moved already. Now your airplane's gone. So that's probably pretty good right there. You might not get the very top of the maneuver.
Let's see what the old window meter says. I think it's 0.
What do you lose enough to make this thing move here? Which knob do you lose enough to make it move up and down?
Up and down?
Yeah, if you push this down, pull it up.
Right here?
That knob and that.
See, it'll go.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Now I gotta get back on my phone and find out where we're at.
If you don't tighten that up, it'll be looking straight up in the air.
Yeah, I know that, but I wanted to be able to pan up when you did your overheads and stuff. Yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Okay, let's fill her up. In case you guys can't tell, we don't know what we're doing. So we need help. Need some 12-year-old kids. They know what they're doing. What?
We need some young ones out here to operate this.
Some type of gamer. I I'll tell you what. If I had some kid that was a gamer.
What's the rate limit for 12,000?
I don't know. You could run 12s though. God, that noisy lawnmower thing. Chainsaw motor. I still think my Junar flies a little bit better than this airplane because it's 2 ounces lighter. We're going to take 1.25 ounces off of this. It has just a little bit too much time after run.
What's the diameter of 15 thousandths in solids?
12s.
Are they 12s?
Or you want to go down the line size on your Nobler?
I might.
Hunt would probably be running 8,000.
Now, he was running solids at the Nancy. You see that?
I didn't see it. I ain't messing with solids.
They're a pain in the butt.
I find these Russian lines about as close to solids as I want to monkey with.
The only thing about braideds are they flexible and they more forgiving of abuse.
These Russian lines have improved.
I noticed that. They're not so springy. That was their problem before. They'd spring right off the reel. You'd be sitting there, and if you took your thumb off of it, it'd wing.
Okay, John's gonna film my flight, try to track the whole thing now, I guess.
I hope that they don't get blinded too bad by the sun, because it's really flying
Oh, the sun, I gotta have my sunglasses.
into the sun. I'm gonna take another 1/4 ounce of fuel out of it this next flight too. That I had almost 30 laps in after the pattern.
So what was the difference between my airplane and the front row?
Spray shine?
Spray shine and 10 ounces?
Well, there's a big thing about weight of airplanes on a stunt hangar right now. It's been on there for a while.
Yeah, them guys don't know what they're talking about.
Bob Hunt said it.
What'd he say?
Said that you can build an airplane too light.
Haven't seen it.
Nobody's done it yet.
Yeah. It's about right.
And the problem with building a light airplane is twofold. Using the right selection of wood, well, maybe 3. Right selection of wood, the right building process, and lightweight paint job. And I'd probably put lightweight paint job on the top rather than the bottom of that list.
Don't use Z-epoxy and
you don't use epoxy for every joint, and wipe all your excess glue off, and glue can be significant weight additive.
there is no lighter finish than dope. period.
No easier to repair than a computer.
I'm from Missouri, which is the show me state. I hear all these things about epoxy finishes at 6 ounces. You're gonna have to show me.
Got it.
From bare wood, no way. But I'll guarantee this is 6 ounces from bare wood.
Yeah, I can guarantee that one. It's real easy to go from 6 to 10. You don't have to do a lot to go from 6 to 10.
Keep tipping the can. Ready? See, if you do it my way, especially with a Brian Gardner Super Tiger, first flip every time. Good takeoff. Now I got the sticker in the wrong pocket. 2. Let's see where the wind is. 3. 4. 5. 6. We'll go around one more time. And then up and over. Okay, here we go. That was a soft. And we're getting our groove back on. That's 1. The sunglasses help immensely into the sun. That's 1. Good light level flight. That's 2. Getting a little hunting there. 3. That's 4. 5. That level inverted flight should have been around a 36 or so. That's 6. Wind shift. That's 1. Now the inside squares. A little high on the pull out. Wind shift. 1. That's 1. Now we'll do triangles. A little bit of hop there. Wind is shifting again. That's 1. Not bad on intersections there. That's one. Now we'll do 2 square 8. This is the high K factor maneuver in the FAI pattern. If you can learn how to do square 8s and do them well, you'll score high in FAI. Same with the AMA pattern as well. That's one. We're getting a wind shift now. That's about par for this course. I don't, for this field, for the wind to shift 90 degrees or 180 or whatever. But we got through it okay. Now the hourglass comes. We'll get a wind reading when we get down. It's not bad, it's just too high a pull out. That's one. Now we got to hit the overhead right, so otherwise you screw up the placement of the 8s overhead. So we'll go right here. So that has shifted about 90 degrees from when I first started this flight. Because I was doing the maneuvers into the sun. So now we have the 4-leaf clover. You want to do a cross on that. So come up to 30 degrees, inside loop. I step aside, outside loop, straight up to the top, over. This is a square maneuver. Try not to fly through the first maneuver, first loop, and then cross over the top. And that's the end of that. And I took out exactly the right amount of fuel, 1.25 ounces. I'm gonna have to go around another lap. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh yeah, I got it. I think about 10 more flights I'll have the groove back on. This airplane don't fly bad. So that's my 9th flight of the year. Now let's get John's no Blair up. We'll see if this trim tweak helped.
I tried, but I couldn't even see him in the viewfinder. So.
It's all right. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. When you're shooting with this camera, you just got to point it in the direction that you think something's going to happen.
I kept asking for some feedback, but I
You probably got it. You just couldn't read it.
I turned my phone on because I can see better on my phone, but it's about 10 seconds behind everything, so I couldn't really use that to follow.
Let's see. Well, they said something, but I can't read it because sunglasses, and if I put the other glasses back on, I won't be able to see.
Put my reading glasses on.
Let's see.
Make a difference, but my phone is actually what I can read the text and stuff.
You know, that might be a good idea. Okay. Okay, I'm sitting in the shade looking at my phone right now. Come on. It's thinking. My phone is way behind. My phone is way behind. My phone. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's not. Does have good sound though. Especially with a Brian Gardner Super Tiger, first flip every time. They said camera placement seems okay. No, I got the sticker in the wrong pocket. 2. Let's see where the wind is. 3. Hold on, guys. I'm watching the flight here to see how bad it was. 4. 5. 6. We'll go around one more time. And then up and over. Okay, here we go. That was a soft. That thing flies good. Back on. That's 1. I'll turn the sound off. That airplane flies good, John.
Yeah.
And my loops aren't eggs. What do you know? Walk to the right a little bit there. Judging at the Nats is ridiculous. They give high scores for egg-shaped maneuvers.
Yeah. I want to take a little break here yet.
Okay. I'm reviewing my flight here.
Just a minute. Yeah.
A little soft on the top right corner of the 8 or the square. Same with that one. So I need to snap this corner harder.
You talking about the hourglass?
No, squares.
You need to hit the top of your hourglass harder because you're coming across at an angle.
Pretty decent shape on a triangle, a little high pullout.
It's all right. We're practicing. Huh?
Pretty good intersections on the 8s. Let's see how the square 8. I was telling them that this maneuver here, the square 8, is the highest K factor maneuver. We can learn how to do it good.
You might be getting feedback from your mic and your telephone.
Nope, I got the sound cut off.
Okay.
I did it first, and that. See, I guess I saw it again. I have a problem with the top corner of the squares. They're way too soft. I need to.
Dang it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, I held it too long in the horizontal. Yep, did it again. No good. This is good coaching right here.
Well, yeah, it is. If you can get, especially if you can get directly down wind of the camera. If you can hold it there and fly all your maneuvers right there, that's great.
Well, that's all I need to see. Don't want to eat up the bandwidth that I just paid for.
Yeah, I went over my allotted amount last month.
Yeah. You want a soda?
No, I got something.
That was the first stop today. Ice. Second stop, batteries. Uh-oh, I hear a ding-ding. What the hell's that about? So we're just out at the field.
Putzing around. Another day, at least I got the shelter up. That was sort of a pain about to do by myself.
You could have waited 10 minutes. I told you I was coming.
I just wanted to do something while I was waiting. I know how them places can be. They'll tell you, 5 minutes. Half an hour later, 5 minutes. The sun's almost straight overhead. How was it flying up there? You're biasing the windows still a little bit, or the sun?
I got glasses on now. That makes a big difference.
Well, it helps.
Here, you talk into it. Hold it. I gotta go visit the bushes.
We're high tech up here.
Yeah, we got a John, but I ain't gonna use it.
It's brand new, like inside there. It's clean. This isn't a job site thing.
It's unlocked too, huh?
Yeah. So, guys, it might be a little bit boring here. We're just sort of, taking our time. We're not rushing things. We're sort of discussing things as we go along here and analyzing things and making some changes and get a little bit of background entertainment from the RC guys back there and their jets and their half-scale airplanes. Today's being productive so far. My little Nobler, I don't know if you heard before, but it's only got about maybe 10 flights on it. We're still going through the teething process with it. It's got a trim issue.
Said that the customer is due to damage, responsible for damage due to fire, theft, or vandalism. I wonder if that includes hurricanes.
I don't know. We had paid for the one that we had before. We rented it. I got a sweetheart of a deal from the Portlet people when I rented that thing. And I paid for 1 month rental and I got the thing for a whole year. And then I only had to pay for it when we had it cleaned out, which was like half price of a month's rental fee. And so that was a real sweetheart deal. And we put a padlock on it so just everybody couldn't come and use it. It wasn't open to the general public. So needless to say, after it might have been 15 years we had that thing, we had paid for it after about 8 years, literally bought it. And they told us that. So now you don't have to pay monthly rental even, and all you had to do is pay for it when you had it cleaned out. So it gets lightly used by the guys here at the field, mostly guys. Not a lot of toilet paper and stuff in there. So, about once a month or once every other month, all we had to do is have it cleaned out, and it's $40 or $45, something like that. And now the guy moved from there or left, and we lost that deal, and the hurricane blew the outhouse away. We don't know where it ended up at. Or the tornado, I should say, not hurricane. It might be over in the next county somewhere. But so we had to go with a new company. We got a new company out here now, and they charge us every month plus every cleaning at the tune of about $80 a pop. So we only bring it out here, instead of leaving it out here all year round, we only bring it out here right before the first contest that we have of the season, and have it taken away right after the last contest of the season, you know, the end of the month. So you pay by the month. But that's our deal on that, and I don't know what anybody else is doing with their flying sites, you know. We're at a city park. As far as I'm concerned, the city should supply something, and they don't. We also like to get them to come out here and resurface our circles, which they haven't done since they put them in. They put them in back in 70, I want to say 74, 76, somewhere right around there. And they haven't had anything done to them except maybe a couple ceilings. And then we paid for a ceiling or two, and we tried repairing cracks and that kind of stuff to no avail. They just open right back up. It needs ground down, cracks filled correctly.
I got a way to get these repaired and top coated and painted for free. You want to hear the way?
Yeah.
We go to Domino's Pizza and say, we got 2 great big pizza pies that you guys can put your logo on, and all you got to do is paint it on there, seal it, and repair it for free.
Well,
and you say, well, what good would that do? Well, we get a lot of airline traffic that goes overhead.
you sure do.
And I have never seen circles painted like pizzas.
You might be able to do something like that, but these circles are massive. They're fully paved. They're 100 foot across anyway.
Yeah.
So let's see.
A lot of paint, a lot of sealer.
That's a lot of asphalt. They really need asphalt. They need another layer on these. When they first put these down, they didn't put them down as a drivable surface. So they only put like 1.5 inches of asphalt on the top of the base. And they should have put about 3 inches down, and then it might last. And then the base, I don't think, was really done correct. This area that we're in here used to be an old Indian village down in here. And it's bottomland, and there's a river that runs parallel to the property here that we can, if it weren't for the tree line there, we could see the river. So it's sort of a
see if I can do that pizza deal.
Floodplain. Well, we got a problem because, see, this is city property.
What do they care?
Well, it's their property, and they got rules and regulations, and there's a big deal going on here that they want to move us from where we're at here to over back behind the RC guys, between the pond and the RC runway, and that over there is Mosquito Haven.
Yeah.
And they want to put in public bleachers, and they want to let this all overgrow into prairie land, 4 foot tall weeds.
There was a guy on the chat. Oh, no, he was at the Nats. He was talking to me face to face from Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Yeah.
That wanted to do a big control line park. And I forgot to tell him about that idea that I had for pizza circles. Because I know damn well that some pizza company would go, hey, that's a really good idea.
There's another guy from southeast Pennsylvania that a guy was telling me about that wants to have a control line fun fly. He's an RC guy mainly, but he wants to promote the hobby model airplane in general. And sometime this summer, he's talking about having a fun fly. Or maybe that's West Virginia.
Too far for us to go.
eastern part of West Virginia, so it's a pretty good clip for us. But it may get posted up here shortly. We'll talk to the guy that I go through that told me about it. I haven't talked to the person wanting to do it yet,
But you realize that St. Louis is the middle of the country, right?
yeah. Well, we're 8 hours from 10 hours from St. Louis.
No, you're not. You're 5 hours from St. Louis. I drive it all the time.
5 hours?
5.5 hours, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, I want to say something too. Let me tell you something, guys. They're ripping us off on this gasoline stuff. You can ask John. There's one gas station in Muncie that I stop at every year, and that's the Shell station on the right-hand side, coming back towards the field. The first one to get to after Ball State. McGalliard, on McGalliard. That gas station has real gas, and I can prove it because when I fill up a gas tank, I haven't even filled up again. I have not even used a quarter of a tank yet.
I haven't either. I'm down to about not quite a half a tank.
I will guarantee I have 130 miles on it since I filled up, and I'm not down to a quarter of a tank. If I fill up here in Dayton with their crap gas with ethanol in it, I'm going down towards a half a tank by now. So not only are they charging us more, they're ripping us off by diluting it with ethanol. So anytime you see ethanol, it's not a good thing. It has less BTUs in it than gasoline.
Not to mention if you have a drought or anything like that and the corn crops get affected, then all of a sudden your gasoline is affected.
We need to stand up. This pipeline needs to go through.
I saw an article about a diesel generator for electric cars, and the diesel generator burned like 12 gallons of diesel for 4 hours of running time. It took 8 hours to charge a car up, so they burnt 24 gallons of diesel to charge one electric car up. It equated out to like 3.8 miles to the gallon that Tesla was getting after the cost for the charge station and all that. So it's a scam. It's a game.
It's a scam.
They tell you, they tout all this electric stuff big time, but they don't tell you how much pollution it makes to make a battery, to gather the raw materials to make the battery. What about the disposal of all that stuff when it goes bad?
Yep. Well, not only that,
toxic waste in your landfills.
If you have to build a battery using battery power or wind power, there's not enough power to build itself.
No.
It's not there. Fossil fuel, which is not really fossil fuel, it's a mineral in the ground that's replenishing all the time. People don't realize we know nothing about this planet. Nothing. We're not even, if you took one grain of sand on a beach, that's how big we are.
Yeah.
I mean, we're nothing. It's like this trillions of dollars in spending. If you ask Google, how long is 1 trillion seconds? You're not going to believe how many years is 1 trillion seconds. You're not going to believe how long it is. How many years is 30 trillion seconds? It's over 1 million years. We're out of money. Quit spending.
Yeah. They need to go through and clean all the books, all the pork. We don't need to be investigating cow farts and that kind of stuff. I think that's pushing it way out there too far.
This country's bankrupt. They're talking about the debt ceiling. If they don't get it raised by the end of the month, we're going to default. Oh, well,
default then. If you did that, if you ran your household like the government runs there, you wouldn't last 6 months.
And now they're wanting to get in charge of credit reporting.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go see what this elevator tweak did.
All right, I'm going to leave the mic over here. I'll come back and give you commentary in a second. Okay.
You can't grab this by the landing gear because that is aluminum landing gear. So not like it's going to twist it.
Okay, let's see how John does with the trim tweak. I'm going to get my phone out and watch this from the phone. We got wind coming up now. Okay, I'm watching this from my phone, so if you got something to say, I can see it. Boy, this thing hunting all over the place. Camera placement seems okay. 10:31. I don't know what time it is right now. Hit that like button, guys. We're lagging a little bit behind on the phone, but I can see it much better. I think he needs to throw that handle away. Hate to lose an airplane over here, but it would serve them guys right if we hit one of them. High on the bottom. I think you better put that thing away and fly the other airplane. If you'll notice, well, that guy's not supposed to be over here. If you'll notice that, you know, I put the Continental down. I did want to fly it this morning, but I really need the Tucker is what I'm going to fly this season, so I really need to concentrate on it. And we'll worry about getting the canopy cut off of it, replaced, the gold leaf on it, and the 10 ounces of urethane on it. I might just use dope. Another quart of clear dope. That's really disheartening when they pick the front row by spray shine, because there was a beautiful airplane there, not mine, a beautiful airplane there that was dope. That was like 3 rows behind me that should have been on the front row. But it was very plain. That big pattern master, Craig Grunders. Yep. Man, he did it again. That is a Dayton 40.
I think running out of fuel just the right time. Now my handle's out of adjustment.
I think you better quit playing with this and fly the other airplane. This is a Tuesday night experiment airplane. I think it's the handle, but what do I know?
And the handle needs adjustment too.
You gonna try a cast handle on it?
I'm already way out there. Bigger than the belt crank.
I'm talking about, yeah, but you can do a whole lot more with.
Yeah, but I'm getting plenty of turn on the outsides. I'm not. It's like
your handle's biased back this way. You need to have it more this way so you can get some up on it. And you can't do it with that handle without any special clips.
My natural grip isn't like that.
I understand that, but this airplane doesn't like that. So you need to, your wrist needs to move more in this direction than it does in the other direction.
That's it. I don't think the flaps are going down as much as it. See all that down elevator and the flap I got?
Oh yeah.
See, I got very little up elevator and not very much flap. But I got tons of down.
What'd you do that for?
Told you so. I got to tweak the flaps that way and tweak the elevator up this way more, and then these things are going to be like this. Yeah, they're going to be, they're not going to be even.
Whatever.
They're going to be, I don't care about that. I can take that out on one line. That's all I got. This is going to take in the shop work to do. It's uncomfortable flying it, I'm going to tell you.
Well, what do you guys think? Let me see here. Let me get my other glasses. I can't see a damn thing with these glasses on. Okay. Yep. We got 23 thumbs up with 19 likes. 2 hours and 44 minutes we've been on, so we've been out here almost 3 hours.
It's irritating.
Well, you got a couple choices. You could do operation.
Yeah, it'd be even more irritating. I'm just trying to figure out an alternative to that.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's something that needs to be done in the shop and not out here. I'll roll that airplane up and it's flying. I got it through the pattern. I need a handle adjustment. I need tweaks. Put it through a couple patterns. It's not a bad flying little airplane being out of handle adjustment and everything. Me not flying very well.
So you're gonna go to Detroit with me?
I don't know. The old lady will let me go.
I'll call her. Can Johnny come out and play?
She gets on me about playing. I'd like go to Detroit, but that's 3 weekends in a row. It's our contest, Detroit, FC.
Yeah, but your contest, you're here. Who's going to judge? Dan Schaefer?
No, I wouldn't have Danny judge anything. I'm sorry, Danny, but he wants you to pay him $500 to come and judge the contest. Not paying anybody. It's a local contest, not like it's the Nats or something.
They don't get 500 for the Nats, I don't think. They get a stipend of some sort, but it ain't much.
It doesn't pay for their motel rent.
No. I kind of got a feeling Wendy's getting the itch to fly again.
Well, from what I understand, he's got a grandson that's getting up there that's right about...
Yeah, but his grandson's interested in drones.
Well, that's standard.
And drones ain't no damn fun.
No, not for me, not for you.
You know, I wouldn't be doing this if it was buy and fly. First off, you couldn't afford to buy these things, or I couldn't afford to buy them. And, you know, there would be, what's the gain in just flying?
Well, it's the way you're raised. I mean, that's the way we did it back in the day. You know, there was no buy and fly. Well, I guess there was little half-day jobbers or something that you could buy.
Yeah, PT-19 Cox.
But that was just enough to get you the adrenaline on. And we went outside. I went outside at 6 o'clock in the morning. I never came home until 10.
Till the lights went on.
Yeah, street lights came on.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Dad whistle, you know. Yes.
Go outside and play and don't come back till the lights come on.
Yeah. And we had to come home for dinner. And that's about it. And as long as you had your homework and stuff done, you stayed up until, well, bedtime was 10, so. I don't know. I think it's just the generational thing, you know, the advent of these computers has ruined everything.
So Ted Kaczynski was right.
Yeah. A lot of others besides him, you know, about all this stuff, you know. If you go back even in the 60s, you can read stuff about 50s and 60s, read stuff about the way things are progressing.
Do you remember the old Buck Rogers movies when they had a model on a string and it'd go woo 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 across the screen?
Yeah, the spaceship.
Yeah.
Or a little plastic model on a fishing pole or something.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, oh man.
They'd crash it into a sand pile and they'd have firecrackers going off around them. I remember this, it was on, I think it was Friday night. It was Earl Scheib,
paint any car, any color, 1995.
Not the car painter. This was a movie thing that every Friday or Saturday night this guy came on, and he played movies, and they were pretty modern movies for the time. But he'd get drunk, he'd drink. They said he drank every beer that he poured. on the show while he was on it. He drank a lot because he poured a lot. But they had this little monkey on a wire. He's on this bicycle. It was fake, but he comes zipping.
Oh, I had one of them on a zip line.
Yeah, he comes zipping along through the top of the screen. You know,
The monkey has
he's got little
weights on him. Yeah, I had one, and let's see. He also clapped his hands like this. His legs went around the bicycle, and then he had cymbals.
Cymbals, yeah.
Yeah, I had one.
I remember that. They played a lot of monster movies and stuff like Creature of the Black Lagoon and Dracula and all those.
Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi. Cheney. Lon Chaney. The Wolfman.
I can remember that. And then, transfers through the times, that changed to Saturday Night Live. And everybody sat around and they wouldn't miss Saturday Night Live back in those days.
I never watched it and it was stupid. I was too busy building model airplanes. I literally have been building model airplanes all my life. That's all I done.
Yeah, I had a hiatus. Well, I actually always had a model, but I got into dirt bikes and motorcycles and all that stuff for many years, and I didn't do much modeling. What was going on? Every whip stitch, I'd throw a ringmaster up in the ball field somewhere.
There was 10 years that I didn't model. I painted motorcycles, but it's the same thing.
I had 3 kids, that didn't help matters as far as they were girls and they didn't want to do anything. They liked their mini bikes and go-karts and stuff. They liked that. My middle daughter, I can remember this one time I had like a 2.5 horsepower motor on their mini bike. It was a little engine mini bike. And she says, "Dad, it just doesn't go like Tracy's or Lori's. They had 5 horsepower on theirs." I said, "Okay, honey." I said, "What do you want me to do?" She says, "I want a bigger motor." I said, "All right, you want a bigger motor?" And I scrounged up another 5 horsepower motor. And I boiled that thing on there. and I was right, rode it a couple times, tested it out. I said, "Now, honey," I said, "you be careful of this thing. It's got a lot more power than what that little 2.5 horse did." She says, "Okay, Dad, I will. And here she goes through the backyard, and she's just easing on the throttle, and she says, "Wow, Dad, this got a lot more power." And she gives it a little more gas. She goes up this hill, back down, comes around. She's just looking at me and smiling off the side like a big old Cheshire cat grin. Here she come around, she kept going faster and faster and faster, and then finally she come down that hill and she just gassed it real hard. She come around the corner and went by me, and her eyes was about as big around as dinner plates. She didn't know what to do. Scared to death, I started running after her. I couldn't run fast enough. She ran smack dab. She's trying to drag her feet, but she didn't know to let off the gas. Ran right smack dab into this fence, went head over 2 cables over the fence, and bent the forks back up underneath on the thing. That was fun here, and I'll get on. She says, "Dad, I think you may want to put that other motor back on there."
Have you seen what the monster trucks are doing now?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing loops.
They're doing back flips and front flips.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And walking them on the back wheels and front wheels. And then when they spin on the side, they'll
get up on 2 wheels and go down.
Unbelievable. I just saw that last night.
On the dirt bikes, they're doing front flips, multiple front flips. I think they're doing doubles now. And I think a guy did a triple back flip. That we never thought about doing that.
No, you want to keep the wheels on the ground.
I mean, it was one thing if we would just do a wheelie or, flick the tail wheel out. But these guys are flicking the tail wheel out completely backwards and turning the back around. It's just phenomenal. So trees, aerobatics on the motorcycle.
Well, let's see what the wind is. It's probably 0.
I'd say it's about
Nope. Get out the old wind meter, anemometer. What a name. Why not wind meter?
Can't block the air with your body.
Two miles an hour. Average is 1.3. It's 81 degrees. Oh, we're coming up to 3 miles an hour. Up, 5, 6. Yeah, it's about between 2 and 5. That's pretty nice for out here.
Oh yeah. And it's been pretty steady in one direction too, which is
Usually it's about 5 to 40.
yeah. It varies a little bit. There's a lot of nights like this. We just haven't seen them. Spring is bad. It doesn't start settling out until
August.
July. Good?
Yeah. I guess I better wipe the slime off of it for you.
That'd be nice up here.
Getting better on the slime though, there's not quite as much. Now that the motor's breaking in.
Yeah. Cleaning yourself out a little bit.
That tail wheel you made me was so nice. But man, what a noise bomb. At least this one is quiet.
I think that's just the give and trade of those O-ring tail wheels. They're just noisy. Or any kind of wheel that's an O-ring. Because the big wheels I had that were O-rings were, it was like you were just riding steel rims on the ground. Pretty nasty.
I guess this one needs some more paint on it too. Fill that grain. It's on the bottom.
I'm gonna tell Jim Lynch.
That's why I got 18 instead of 19. I wasn't unhappy with what I got for appearance. What I was unhappy about is that Pattern Master, the red one from Craig Grunder, should have been ahead of me.
Yeah, that was really a nice airplane, although very basic paint job.
And the guy from Washington with that orange translucent airplane, but it had been there before.
See, they scored everybody. I think they scored everybody down a position if you'd been at the mat before.
See, that ain't right.
That's not necessarily right. We weren't judging that either.
If they have it in June next year, I'll be judging. I might even take CD, because
That's a big step. That's a real huge step.
yeah, but I'll change things. Trust me.
It was a little bit different this year than it was years prior, but
Did you read what?
that it was all that much different.
Did you read what Steve Moon said about changing the, moving top 20 up or whatever, cutting a day off of it? I think he's right. Don't do anything until it happens.
Well, I mean that he said that because of they tried to do it quicker and shut 2 days off of it now. Whether there was an ulterior motive for that, maybe not. Did they make the right call? Yeah, it's a flip of a coin. I heard both sides. I heard that Friday was nicer and Saturday was really a lot more wicked. Of course, we weren't there Friday or Saturday, Friday morning, so.
You know what's nice about this weekend? I got 2 more days.
Yeah. I've probably I've done what I want to get done. Maybe I'll paint it tomorrow night.
I'm wondering how many guys are actually watching this stream for the full. We've been on going on 4 hours.
Well, I talked to a couple guys, and they said that they have it playing in the background a lot of times, and they just, if they hear something that interests them, they jot down some notes. Which, I mean, that's sort of like your hour things in the evening. I don't sit there and watch that. I might glance through it after on a recording if I want to see what's going on, actually, but I might have it playing in the background and I listen. More than not, I'm looking at the comments section.
Well, I would hope you know what I know.
I learn stuff. We trade information all the time. You don't do things exactly the same way every single time. You trade up here and there and try something new. And it's nice. You see somebody do it. You see firsthand what they're doing. If they're doing it different than what you're doing, maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it'll make things better for you. You never know.
I try shit, but if it don't work, I don't do it again.
Oh, no, either. It's always in the back there, Maybe I can tweak on this thing a little bit and make it work for me. What works for me doesn't necessarily work for you.
I will tell you this, on your flap jig, you're not cutting the groove deep enough for the hinge pin. So you need your dado blade needs to be set a little deeper.
Well, that's just for the slot,
Right, for the slot. The slot's not deep enough.
not for the pin slot, but for the other slot.
For the tube.
Yeah.
It's not quite deep enough. It's probably
I mean,
60.
The tube's not deep enough. These slots aren't deep enough. This slot.
No, that slot's deep enough. The tube slot is not deep enough. It's not set back in a perfect 3/16. It's out towards the edge of the center. And I can tell, I can show you on them. And I didn't sand them off, you know. It's just not deep enough.
What you're saying that the round ball, the hinge is sticking out past the leading edge of the
No,
elevator or the flap?
it's close. What happens is it causes the thing to go off center. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. Just it's probably a 64th off.
I mean, up and down.
No, it's supposed to pivot right in the center of that. If you got 3/8 flap, it's got to pivot 3/16 back into the flap. It's got to pivot right dead nuts 3/16 flap so it stays even. The way you have that thing set up, it's out just a little bit more, like a 64th of an inch, so it's not quite set far enough back in there.
Did you say you didn't just clean a little bit extra off the leading edge?
No,
Sanding?
no. I mean, it's not going to make a difference because I got it set back into that cup, but
I think if you sand them and then, let's see here.
it's definitely better than what I was doing. I mean, gotta be.
You know, if you put a pencil line on there and you sand the pencil line off, you sanded too far.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's hard to adjust a hair.
64th.
Yeah, but that thing's not it. That's a Harbor Freight saw.
I know.
And it's got a loosen the bolt and it falls all the way down deal on it.
If I use your thing again, which I probably will, is I'll just take a file or something and file that thing down in there a little bit.
Well, we could make a sanding stick, you know, with a depth gauge on it.
I made a mistake. I had this in this pocket when I got out there. Not good. Okay, we're ready. Maybe. Come on. Engine sounded a little different this flight because the temperature's coming up, but it should be all right. Might be a little slow, but we shall see. If you'll notice, nope, it's fine. That's one. That's two. Boy, it's running real good. That's three. That's four. Let's check the wind. That's five, so we're going that way. And six, we'll go around once more. It's right at my car. Got a little bit of pickup wind on this. That's one, two, here we go, three inside. Well, that was odd sounding. That's one. That's two. A little bit of hunting there. I got to figure out what that is. Three. I think it's my handle. That's four. That's five. Got a little bit of hunting. Six. That's one. Got two inside squares. One, I kind of fix that soft corner. Wind is coming up. Them are terrible. Wind's picked up about 7 miles an hour now. You can tell when the wind picks up. That's one. I think I'm done for today. That's two. That's one. Now inside there's a square, 8. A little high. Whoa, lost line tension there. That's one. Wind is really starting to whip up. One. The wind here is not the same as the gnats. We'll do a soft hourglass. I don't want to pile it up. That's one. I'd like to get the wind meter out now. It's about the same as the gnats was, really. But at the gnats, there's no bushes and stuff, so it's direct wind, straight line wind. Here it's real turbulent. Not a good pattern, but we did learn that take 1.25 ounces of fuel out instead of 1 ounce. You can hear it running out right now. There it is. Let's see if I can set her down here. Now the wind's calmed. I think I'm done.
I think I need to put that 75 of mine.
Need to do what?
75 75 of mine back
Okay.
in there. Since I've done all that changing of the fuel tanks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And see what's going on with that. Just to...
That's good. I can have mine back so I can set up my airplane. Well, guys, I think I'm done for the day. What about you? Going to fly that?
No, I'm not going to pull things out again.
I'm done. Appreciate you guys watching. I probably didn't learn much. Probably was entertaining. We're going to go over John's. Need to make a horn. Let's see if there's any chatters. Did we get any super chats? Nope. No super chats. 23 likes, 19 watchers. Flash Gordon, Meng the Merciless. Yeah, I guess. Says, they should be happy that young people are joining us. Oh yeah, we are. Morning, everyone. Great seeing these beauties in the air where they belong. Yeah. That wasn't a good flight, but
Your phone unplugged down.
I know. That wasn't a good flight, but the wind is whipping. Did you notice that?
There ain't that much more.
Yeah, go stand out there. And it changed directions 3 times.
Out there in the center with that little anemometer and see what it does.
Probably nothing now because I'm not flying. But I'll guarantee the minute you hook the lines back up.
I know you can't never tell from here. You have to go out in the center to get true readings here at this field. And it's always been like this. Even worse when these tree line was here. At least we're missing 70-80% of those trees.
Did you see my lines get loose? The wind shifted on me?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm about to crap my pants.
I was looking in that thing. I can't see shit on that. So I had my phone out and I was looking up at the tent thing at my phone trying to see what people were saying and how it was recording. I kept moving it up and up and up and up. And I was trying to get to where I'm still 10 feet in from where your feet are at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
And I think it was still cutting off the very tops of the loops. Half the overhead was missing.
No big deal. That last flight was not a good flight.
Well, it was a flight, nevertheless.
Yep. I think that's 10 flights for the year now.
I learned a lot about that nibbler, I think, so it's not a wasted day by all means, you know. I've learned a bunch about trimming that nibbler. And I think I gotta do what I said I gotta do.
The only problem is, are those flap horns 3/16 or 1/8 inch?
3/16.
Or no, I mean 3/32. I mean.
Or 3/32.
Yeah, well that.
Small wire.
Yeah, it'll be okay then.
As long as I didn't cut them that long, like you do a lot of times.
Yeah.
If you leave them long, you can tweak them a lot easier.
A lot more weight too.
I'm using that drill rod, which tweaks easier than music rod does. You bring any parts and pieces for a horn?
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm whooped. This heat will take it out of you.
I busted my ass yesterday and the day before that. Yeah.
This heat will take it out of you. Let me get these wound up.
Tomorrow's going to be even worse. Today's only supposed to be a high of like 81. Tomorrow's supposed to get in the 90s.
Yeah, I'll be standing in the air conditioning.
We still have it. You said something about painting the other day.
Yeah.
It was 68% humidity at my house.
Yesterday?
Yep.
%68%. Sure felt good. Well, you've wasted another day, but we're going to go over to John's and we'll do a Saturday at John's. That will take probably an hour after we get shut off here. I guess we'll do lunch first, huh?
Yeah, get something on the way home. That'd be the thing to do. I'll carb barbecue until we leave here.
My stomach is shifting gears, so that's a good idea. Yeah, I didn't like the Russian lines the first batch, but I must say I do like them now. I wasn't going to use them again, but I had 3 sets of different lengths, and I just so happened to have a 64-foot set, and I said, well, we'll try them, because I was too lazy to make a set.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did make a set, but I decided that I would try them anyway. And these Russian lines are much better. They come from Control Line Specialties. Is he the one who's selling the carbon fiber planes for $2,000?
Control Line Specialties?
Yeah.
Don't ask him, Joe.
Well, let's see here. Yep, I'm not happy with that. With that Movo. I wonder if I can send them back. I'm gonna call Amazon and see if I can get a refund on them. They're terrible.
Not working right. I don't see why you can't.
They said up to 350 feet. Well, shit, we couldn't even get 30 feet out of it.
Even the 70s, we're
Biggest waste of money, $200. Yep, I'll send them back and get me. I should have known better. You know, when I buy tools, I buy Snap-on. That's all I got is Snap-on tools. You buy the best one time and you're happy. What was I thinking? Buying China Charlie's garbage. I was trying to be cheap, figuring I can get by. Now I gotta find my mixer. I don't know where the hell that is. I'll put this stuff back in the box so I don't lose it. This stuff is no good. Too bad. Too bad. Everything that every other thing I got from Movo was okay. I mean, I don't know why this is such crap, but thanks for watching, guys. We're going to end the program. We'll see you later Saturday at John's. Hey, we got a $10 super chat. Let's see who that was from. That came from, man, you can't read it. I apologize. Let me get my other glasses. Here we go. The $10 super chat came from Todd Stimson. Supersize the lunch. Thanks for the informative videos. Hey, you're more than welcome.
Thank you.
¿Cómo está? Buenos tardes. John, is this Nobler ready for the VSC? I can answer that. No.
No.
No. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. We're going to go to lunch. We'll be on later at John's. And we'll see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.